The question posed today is, who is a soulmate? And do we have a perfect soulmate whom we should wait to find for making as our life partner? When we think of soulmates, we dream of someone who was made for us, who will be by our side in the journey of life through the thick and thin, watching out for our happiness. Why is finding such a soulmate so difficult? Learn from this story. A monkey on one side of a river bank saw bananas hanging from a tree on the other side. He was tempted to go across but had no means. A crocodile noticed the monkey's desire and offered, "Jump onto my back, I'll take you across." The monkey jumped on, but when the crocodile was halfway across the river, he said, "Look, I am hungry. Every limb of your body is so tasty. Why did you believe my words? I shall now have you for lunch." The monkey said, "Mr. Crocodile, as much as I would like for you to enjoy my meat, the tastiest part of my body is my heart. I really want you to enjoy my heart. Unfortunately, I left it on the other side. Please take me back. I'll get it and then you enjoy all of me." This time the crocodile fell for the monkey's words and took it back. On the other shore, the monkey ran away to its freedom. The message from the story is, before you give your heart to anyone, watch out for the crocodiles. Now you are hoping to find a soulmate. Be careful you don't have people hurting you. Remember these three things. Firstly, the Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines soulmate as a person whose temperament perfectly matches yours. Now herein is the problem. Everybody's mindset keeps changing. In the morning, your thoughts were sattvic, noble and sublime. In the afternoon, they became rajasic, full of worldly and sensual aspirations. And at night, they veered towards tamasic, anger and laziness. So when each person's chitta vritti mindset keeps changing, how difficult it becomes for harmony to be retained. Whenever there's a conflict of opinions, the relationship gets strained. This happens between spouses, siblings, friends, business partners, and in all relationships. Secondly, worldly relationships are full of self-seeking. One boy and girl came to me and said, "Swamiji, we are thinking of tying the knot. Can you please bless us so that we live happily ever after?" I called the boy aside and said, "Why do you wish to marry this girl?" He said, "Swamiji, her father is so rich, she is so beautiful, she will give me so much of happiness." I then spoke separately to the girl and said what was her motivation in marrying the boy. She said, "Swamiji, he loves me so much. He is dashing and has a promising career. I will get great happiness from him." I then put the boy and girl together and said, "Look, your hopes of living happily ever after have this obstacle, that each is seeking the other's happiness. Whenever that self-seeking is not fulfilled, tension will arise. Navare patyo kamaya pateh priyo bhavatyatmanastu kamaya pateh priyo bhavati. Navare jayaye kamaya jaya priya bhavatyatmanastu kamaya jaya priya bhavati. Navare sarvasya kamaya sarvam priyam bhavatyatmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. Atma vare drishtavyo shrotavyo mantavyo nididhyasitavyo maitreyi. In this Vrihadaranyaka Upanishad mantra, Yagyavalkya Rishi is giving Maitreyi such important knowledge. He says, Maitreyi, the stark reality of worldly relationships is that no husband loves the wife for the wife's sake, but for his sake. No wife loves the husband for the husband's sake, but for her sake. Everyone loves others for their sake. This is the self-seeking. It's like two men were trekking in the mountains when 100 yards away they saw a 350-pound bear. Now that is extremely scary a situation. One of them turned around and was about to bolt when his friend said, "What is the point? You can't outrun it." The first said, "I'm not concerned about outrunning it. I'm concerned about outrunning you." This is the self-seeking. So, does it mean that we do not have any soulmates? No. Let's read from my latest book, Questions You Always Wanted to Ask. Worldly relationships are temporary. They will cease upon death. We had a different set of relatives in our past lives, but have no recollection of them now. Similarly, relatives from the present life will also leave us one day. They will continue into the afterlife in accordance with their karmas. For all these reasons, there is no such thing as a soulmate in the material world. But do not be disheartened. Our true soulmate does exist. And who is that? The word for relative in Sanskrit is sambandhi. It refers to that personality with whom we have a complete and eternal relationship. Such a relationship is with God. 40 years ago, if you would go up into the Himalayas, in the Uttaranchal region ahead of Rishikesh, you would find logs floating in the Ganga. The woodcutters would cut the trees, and rather than transport them down, they would just throw them into the Ganga. Now these floating logs would sometimes join together, and they would float united for many miles. To the extent, because they were laden with mud, sometimes a plant would start growing from between them. Looking at the sight may make you feel, oh my, such a tremendous relationship. But then they would hit a rock on the way. One log would float to the left and the other to the right. They would be separated, never to unite again. Likewise are the relatives of the world. It is like the train journey. Supposing you travel by the Coromandel Express, which goes from Howrah to Chennai. Now, if you are in the sleeper coach, a lot of people come and sit around you, and to pass the time, they strike a conversation. Where are you going? I'm going to Bhubaneswar. Where are you going? I'm going to Vijayawada. Okay, if ever you come to Bhubaneswar, come to my house. If ever you come to Vijayawada, come to meet me. They become great friends. One offers, my wife has given oranges, please have. The second says, I've got pedas, Please taste them. And they start boasting. The first says, in Bhubaneswar, I have got 4 bungalows. The second says, in Vijayawada, I have got 5 factories. Now they know this is a train journey. You will never meet the other person again. Say whatever you like. I have met the biggest gapodis in the Indian trains. One person claims I am the #1 Joshi of India. Somebody else told me I got an individual gold medal in the Olympics in 1952 when I know that there was no individual gold medal by Indians in 1952. But they just go on and on. They have become great friends. And then when Bhubaneswar comes, the other is packing his bag. He says, "Thank you so much, sir. It was so nice traveling with you." The other says, "What are you doing? We were having a great time together. Continue with me till Vijayawada." The first says, "I have work here in Bhubaneswar. If you've been enjoying my company, you get down with me." No, I've got work in Vijayawada." "Okay, then you continue there and I will get off here. Besides, my ticket issued by the East Coast Railway mentions Bhubaneswar. If I continue to Vijayawada, the TT will come and arrest me." His ticket is only till there. Likewise, the people in this world have all come with their tickets. You have been allotted 85 years and 3 months. You have been allotted 55 years and 4 months. You have been allotted 25 years and 6 months. Now when the ticket is over, the boy may say, "Mummy, Papa, you all come, I'll embrace you." But what is the use? You tie them all with a rope, he's going to leave. Even Abhimanyu, whose father was Gita Gyani Arjun and whose mama was Bhagavan Shri Krishna, that Abhimanyu died in the Mahabharata. And Shri Krishna and Arjun did not save him. Arjun says, "Maharaj, do something." Shri Krishna says his ticket was only till there. So remember, whatever be the worldly relationship, it is restricted to one lifetime. It is based on fluctuating temperaments that will collide. It is intrinsically endowed with self-seeking. And if you want a perfect soulmate who loves you selflessly, who accepts you for what you are, and who will always be in your heart, traveling with you life after life, such a soulmate is God, of whom you, the soul, are a tiny part.
In this age, we see an unprecedented increase in the collective knowledge of humankind. There are numerous institutions and online resources for acquiring knowledge. Despite this informational flood and enormous development in technologies and standard of living, we are witnessing an increase in confusion, stress, discontentment, decay of spiritual wisdom and human values. For the upliftment of mankind, Jagadguru Shree Kripaluji Maharaj, who was an embodiment of spiritual knowledge and divine bliss, extracted and reconciled the wisdom from the enormous ocean of Vedic scriptures and made it understandable and accessible for everyone. To spread Maharaji's mission to planetary scales, Swami Mukundananda has undertaken a monumental task of building Jagadguru Kripalu University. Understanding the needs of present-day humanity, Swamiji's vision combines cutting-edge scientific disciplines with ancient Vedic wisdom, making JKYog a one-of-a-kind blend. The university will encompass the areas of Vedic philosophy, yoga, contemporary sciences, technologies, holistic medicine and arts. construction of this millennial complex is at full swing on a 100-acre land in Odisha, India. It will play a crucial role in uplifting physical, mental, and spiritual well-being of millions of people worldwide. The university will provide education and healthcare to the underprivileged in rural areas of Odisha. This synergy of modern and ancient wisdom will be a stepping stone to revive the glorious past of Bharatvarsh. Today, you have once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to become Swamiji's angel and support his dream project. Alone, we can go so far, but together, we can re-establish India as the Jagadguru of the world. Donate or raise funds for this noble cause. Every contribution will have a huge impact. Become a part of this historic event.